just need a little weed in the back rub. Zombies with the D's in the bathtub.
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cannibal, and it's been a minute, obviously. As I said in the last video, it was also Genshin related. This one is going to be Genshin related, as you can tell. I'm on the Mihoyo forums, and basically there's new information on the rates of actual pulls based on billions and billions of simulations, 10 billion to be exact. As you can see right here, 10 billion simulations ran on banners and pull rates, pity rates, which right now the general consensus is that the pity rate, pity meaning you're gonna be pitied and given a character, like a guaranteed, not character, but guaranteed pull 4 or 5 star at a certain amount of wishes on a banner. So everyone thought that it was every 10 wishes you're guaranteed to get a 4 star, and every 90 wishes you're guaranteed to get a 5 star. Now, based on the simulation, the probability, like percentages, show that the rates are actually a little better than we thought. And that's basically what this article is breaking down. I'm not going to go over every piece of information in this article because, as you can see, it is massively long with all this breakdown. There's a bunch of fucking code and all this other stuff, so it's just a heap of mess. And unless you really understand what's happening, I mean, you can go through and read it as you like, but unless you know what's happening, like on the innards of the game, none of that really matters to you. All you really care about is what the pull rate is, for just your average everyday gamer on Genshin, or any game really, for probability of pulling. All you really care about is, can I pull the damn unit? And that's what we're going to talk about. So as I said, 10 billion simulations came to the conclusion of these, or brought the results that are shown here, and this is from 10/10/2020. So it has since been updated, and we'll go over that here in a minute. But we're going to go with the original breakdown first, and then we're going to show the updated results. So with the original breakdown, it was shown that the highest probability of pulling a 4 star was actually on the 9th wish, not the 10th and not the 11th wish, which everyone thought the 10th was the guaranteed one. Was like, you for sure, every multi had to get a 4 star pull, which is true. You're guaranteed every 10, but it's actually lower. So it's actually on the 9th pull is when you have the highest probability to pull a 4 star unit. And it was also shown that not on the 90th or the 91st pull, but on the 76th to actually I think it was the 71st, no, 76th to 80th pull, you had the highest percentage to pull 5 star, which is right here. It shows 5 star distribution. Again, 10 billion simulations show that over half of the 5 stars were pulled in the 76 to 80th range. So a whole multi and a half of wishes higher than what people were assuming. So you can actually do 76 to 80 wishes and you have a better chance of pulling a 5 star than you do going all the way to 90. So that saves a multi, possibly a multi and a half. That's 15 wishes. That's a lot of Primogems. So that can save you in the long run. That can be, so let's say you do 75 on one banner compared to 90. So you save 15, so 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. So that means in 5 banners, over 5 banners worth, you'll have enough to save up to get an entirely other 5 star unit. So you're getting 6 5 star units for the price of 5. Basically, if the math breaks down and works out like that, based on percentages of, again, 10 billion simulations, that's a lot of simulations. But they broke it down here. It shows the 4 star distribution of pity, which is 13% every, I think it was every 10 pull. Or I think it was just every wish. Every wish you have a 13% chance of it being a 4 star, and you have a 1.6% chance of it being a 5 star. So whenever you look at the numbers and you break it down based off of so like I said, it was 10 billion simulations. So it's, that percentage doesn't waver very much based on, I mean, again, 10 billion simulations. Even if one is super lucky for like a million more, that percentage on the 4 star and the 5 star isn't going to change very much in the grand scheme of things. So this is pretty accurate representation of your percentage of what you can expect. So if you break this down, 13% is better than 10%, which means like it would be 10% if it was guaranteed on the 10th pull. Now that percentage makes sense. The 13% makes sense for the 4-star. The one that didn't really make sense whenever they posted this initially, whenever I read through it, is the 1.6%. Because if you break it down to 1.6%, so let's say you do, make it easy, 100. If you do 100 wishes, so that means 1.6%. So if you were to do this mathematically, you would do 1.6 over 100, and then you multiply that by 1 over X, and you would cross multiply or whatever, all those math terms. But you would end up with the highest percent chance you have of pulling a 5-star is actually on the 62nd or 63rd pull. It's 62.5 is what it equals out to. But technically the 62nd or 63rd pull would be the highest percentage you have to get a 5-star, which based on this is incorrect. This shows that between 76 and 80 is actually the correct percentage. But like I said, there was another update up here at the top. So it was updated actually yesterday, and it shows the actual percentages based like, so pull by pull, not just like a range of 5. So if you look at the beginning, it obviously shows the average percentage. I think this is for a 5-star. Yeah, for a 5-star is 0.5% basically the whole way. It slowly gets lower and lower as you go. So like at pull 1 it's 0.6%, at pull 40 it's 0.475%, and just keeps going down until you get to, where is it at, 76 and 77 are like the highest percentages you're gonna get. So it's actually at 75 for some reason instead of not at 62 and 63. So I don't know why that percentage down there is still like that. Like I don't know why that percentage is still accurate based on the pity system. I don't know if you do it just like in simple math terms, which I am guessing this is like a coding based one. So it's probably a little different based on the algorithm. But still it shows like it's a breakdown. And so this is multi 5-star rates pulled in a 10 pull. So this is how many like double pulls you can get. So 2 5-stars in a 10 piece or 3 in a 10 piece. So basically out of 10 billion multis, the multis that had 0 5-stars were 84.4%. So obviously the majority of 10 pulls aren't going to have a 5-star. Pulling 1 5-star, 15% of the multis. So out of every 100 pulls, you're gonna get 1.5 or 1.6, which is what this number would represent down here, 5-stars. Then after that, if you wanted to pull multiple, so 2, you have a 0.4% chance in a multi. So you're saying there's a chance still, but 0.4% chance out of 10 billion simulations to pull multiple 5-stars, just to pull 2 5-stars. 3 gets even lower at 0.0066%. And then on 713 out of 10 billion pulled 4, and then 8. So like beyond godly luck, like beyond impossible luck, pulled 5 5-stars, 8 out of 10 billion. That is ridiculous, dude. And then this showed the probability of pulling a 4 and a 5-star. So to pull one or the other is 61% chance in a multi. To pull one of each in a multi is 31% based on, so what was it, multiple 4 and 5-star. So yeah, to pull both a 4 and a 5-star would be 31%. To pull probably 2 4-stars and 1 5-star, 6%, and then the list goes down on and on and on. So then they break down the distribution based on let's see, where was the breakdown of the thousands? So yeah, so this is the number of pulls total, and this is a percentage at which people started to actually pull 5 stars. So in 300 multis, or in 300 pulls, so 30 multis, the average highest was 71 to 75. In 1,000, so 100 multis, the highest percentage was at 66 to 70. At 3,000, so 300 multis, the highest percentage was actually 61 to 65, which is that 62.5 that I mentioned earlier. And then in 10,000 or 1,000 multis, you have 62.5, which is 80.8% chance. So between 61 and 65. So they believe that the code was messed up before based on the pity of the 1.6%. So now it is 62.5 is the greatest probability that you will pull a 5-star, based on the numbers that they did, the simulations that they did. So I don't know if the algorithm is like perfect, but based on the algorithm that they created, and like I said, it's down in this article. I'm gonna link this article in the description below, so that way you can read it yourself in case I misinterpreted something. Because also it's all in Chinese, so I Google translated it. So some of it's like broken English, but it's fairly accurate for like comprehensive sake. But yeah, so it looks like your actual rate of pulling a unit is best between 61 and 65. Obviously, the more multis you do, that's the probability and the trend that you'll see over time, is that you're going to be luckier. So let's say you exclusively do multis. On your 6th multi is when you have, theoretically and probability wise, the highest percentage to pull a 5-star. Not the 9th multi, which is everyone thought was like on your 9th multi. That's the guarantee. That's whenever you're actually guaranteed to get a 5-star regardless. Like, it's 100% chance. That is not the case. The pity system highest percentage is actually on the 6th multi. So you can save, like I said, you can save. So based on this one, it's even higher probability than before. So you would actually save what? Technically 3 multis. So then within 2 banners, you can pull an extra 5-star. So every 2 banners on the 3rd banner, you're going to get 2 5-stars worth out of 1 guaranteed 5-star pull, technically. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. Basically, every 3 banners, you're going to get 4 5-stars guaranteed, based on if you were to spend the same amount of Prima Gems at the 60 to 65% probability, and against the what we thought was the guaranteed on the 90th one. That's what I'm meaning, like versus. So the pull rates are actually a lot better than what people were considering, and actually, you don't have to spend nearly as many Prima Gems to get a 5-star. Not the character that you want, but a 5-star guaranteed, at least. Based, like I said, based on probability. You could be super unlucky, or you could be super lucky. Like for me, for example, I did 2 multis on the Klee banner, and I got Klee on like the 7th card of the 2nd multi. So on pull 17, I got Klee. Got super lucky. Haven't pulled on the banner anymore after that. So I haven't even reached my highest probability pity yet at the 60 to 65. So I could technically save up, so I did 2 multis. I could do 4 more multis, or 5 more multis, and get guaranteed highest probability to get a 5-star. Because Klee wasn't the guaranteed. It wasn't in the guaranteed slot. Wasn't the highest percentage slot. I actually got it at a very low percentage. I got it at a where is it at? I got it at 17. I got it at a 0.545% was when I got Klee. So 0.545% compared to 20.627% and 13 point whatever percent. like I beat the odds by a lot. So as I get higher and higher up the banner, and I go up to 61 through 65, I mean, I'm probably going to pull a 5-star, another 5-star if I wanted to. I'm not going to. I'm saving up for child banner. But this is just, I guess, information to take forward to understand that the pulls are actually better. And if you get shafted, that's just really bad luck. Like if you do, let's say you do 10 multis and you somehow don't get a 5-star, that's just like the actual worst luck that you could possibly have. But sometimes it's just like that. Other than that, I don't really have much else to say about this. I mean, this is all like data mine, or this is all like algorithm based on simulation. So it's not like necessarily confirmed or true, but the data is there, and based on percentages and probability, you're gonna pull a 5-star every 6 multis. Not necessarily guaranteed, but highest percentage. That is it for me today though, guys. I'm gonna try and start doing more discussion videos, I guess, for Genshin. Do a little bit of gameplay. Right now I'm AR 37. I want to get to 40 before I start showing like the grind, just because at 40 you unlock a lot more. But we'll see. Other than that, guys, we'll see you all in the next one.